Hi guys, welcome to another live trading session with Optionables. My name is Saket and today we are going to review the trades taken on 8th as well as 9th of June. So these 2 days were really amazing and we get to learn a lot from these 2 days. So especially the first day, which is Tuesday, we did lot of adjustments. So I'm just going to explain what are the adjustments we did. So if you haven't watched the adjustment video, please do go and watch this before. So we did lot of shifting as well as one counter trade. So if you are not aware of the counter and shifting, I'll just try to brief it. So we generally take two adjustment trades. One is the counter trade that is taken after one leg hits the stop loss. So let's say C leg hits the stop loss. So we take the counter trade, we end up shorting C, which is half the premium of PE. So you will understand that when we actually show you an example. And shifting is when you exit your existing calls or puts leg and come closer when you find any premium imbalance. So this is called as shifting. So this is what we used in the Tuesday's trade, and we made a loss making trade where we had around 40-50,000 loss come to profits. And the second one where we get to learn about having a proper mindset. So I have repeated this a couple of times in the earlier video as well. So when you are uncomfortable holding any positions, just come out of it. So we will get to know why exactly this was important in today's video. So again today we go into a situation where we weren't comfortable holding the positions. So that's the reason we exit all the positions and then we finally enter once the market settles down. So I try to make this video as educational as possible so you get to learn something out of this. If you are liking the content on this channel, please do hit the like button, share this with your friends and subscribe to our channel. So you can also follow us on LinkedIn, Instagram, Telegram, and we have put the links down in the description. So do check that out as well. Thank you so much for joining us. Hello everyone, welcome to another trading video. In this trading video, we will try to focus on the key points and we'll try to get as much learning as possible. So we'll try to focus on adjustment as well as we'll also discuss about the mindset at a particular point in time. So first we'll start off by filling the Excel sheet. So on June 8th, which is yesterday, we had a profit of around 1,30,000 and I'm going to show the video of the same. And subtract brokerage of around 7,000, and June 9th we had a profit of around 50,000 and brokerage of around 7,000 again. So you can see that we have exceeded our target. So we have reached 3.55% for this month. So we will be increasing our target to 12,50,000. So we will make this as our new target, which means we still have 3,62,000 to be achieved, and this is 5% of the total capital, which is 2.5 crore. So you can see that we have slowly or gradually moved from 3% towards 5% in a month. So that was possible because we achieved the target quite soon and we still have around 20 days left. If we are able to achieve this, we will further push it little ahead. And the key reason why we were able to achieve it is because of risk management. So you can see here, in spite of having some loss days, we have loss days which are so negligible that we have a 55,000 loss, 4,000 loss and 27,000 loss. So this is so negligible that one good day next day is enough to recover all the losses. So this is really important. That so if you have proper risk management, eventually you will end up recovering your loss quite soon and you will start making profits. Okay, now I have opened the charts on Zero the Kite. And this is the chart of Nifty, because both the days, today as well as yesterday, primarily we traded in Nifty only. We had some quantities of BankNifty, but that was negligible. We mainly traded in Nifty. And on Monday, I had told that the IV had increased due to the PM speech announcement and we can expect some very good theta decay happening on Tuesday. So with the same expectation, we made one mistake, that is, as soon as the market opened, we entered around 920 itself. So around this level, we entered around 920 itself. So what did we enter? We entered 15,800 calls as well as 15,700 puts. So we were somewhere over here. We entered 15,800 calls. So we shorted this and we shorted 700 puts. So this was shorted. So now what happened, as soon as we entered, the market started coming down. So there was a drastic fall in the market, and immediately within next 15-20 minutes we went to a loss. So as we started to go to a loss, we made a slight shift from 800, we shifted to 750 CE. So all of you will know why we are shifting, because the stop loss is not yet triggered and we are going into a loss. There is some imbalance in premium. That's the reason we will be making the shift. So we shifted from 700 to 750, right? And then what happened, again the market fell down, and here around this level PE triggered the stop loss. So as soon as the PE triggered the stop loss, so what adjustment do we do when PE triggers the stop loss? We take a counter trade. So what counter trade do we take? So for example, this CE was trading around the range of 50. That means which option will you short? You short a put option which is trading less than half of this. So that's the reason we ended up shorting 15,550 put option. So you can see how far it is. So it's somewhere down here. It is not even covered in this chart. So we shorted somewhere around here, 15,550 put option, which is quite below this. And then what happened? You can see that the market started recovering slowly, right? So slowly the market started coming up, and whole day the market slowly and gradually recovered. And what we did during this day is we shifted from 15,550. As the market started coming up, we shifted to 15,600. Again the market started coming up, we shifted to 15,650. Again as the market came up, we shifted to 700 put option. So which means we were more or less back to where we started from. So this CE was intact. So we had this 750 CE intact. We didn't change this position. So we started moving our put upwards. So you can see that in this bounce back, right? So if the put option hits the stop loss and the market bounces back, obviously you go to a loss. But because we were making the adjustment, our loss was capped at 40,000. So we never lost more than 40,000 because we were making the adjustments. So if not for this adjustment, we would have definitely gone for a huge loss because the market bounced back. So all of you know the adjustment. Since most of you have already seen the video and know the adjustment, you know what is shift. We are shifting this PE and moving upwards because there is imbalance in the position. And slowly and gradually, so we approach around 1 o'clock, we take the 1 o'clock trade, we come around 2 o'clock, we take the 2 o'clock trade, and the market more or less completely consolidates. So finally we make a shift from, so when the market comes over here, we make a shift from 700 PE to 750 PE. So finally we end up taking a 15,750 calls and puts, a short straddle at 15,750. So the entire crux of this is, first we entered the trade here, market fell, we made a single shift, and as the market hit the stop loss, we took a counter trade, and when the market started bouncing back, we started doing shifts, and here we finally ended up doing a short straddle, and we had kept a stop loss for everything, and finally towards the end we ended up booking around 1.3 lakh profit. So this is the crux of the first trading day, and let me just show you the video also how exactly the trade went. Right, so this is the trade. You can see here, right, as soon as we start, we have around 18,000 profit, and it's around 9:30, and this is when the market starts to fall. And as the market starts to fall, you can see that our M2M is completely wiped out, and we go to a loss of around 60,000. So we go to a loss of around 60,000. But you can see one more thing what you have to see here is we started with 700 and 800 calls and 700 puts as discussed, and as the market started falling, we have already made a shift towards 750. So you can see that right here. So we have closed our 800 position, and we have made a shift towards 750 call options. So we have closed out this position 800, so not completely closed out, we have exited most of it, and we have made a shift towards 750 call option. And as the market continues to fall and hits our stop loss, we further take the counter trade. So you can see here, sorry guys, in the zero the kite I told you we took 15,550, but we actually ended up taking 15,500 put option, which is much further away. So we started taking 15,500, then came to 15,550, 600, 650, 700 and 750 finally. So you can see here, look at the level of Nifty, that is 15,697, and we are at a loss of 47,000. And because we do the adjustment, let me just show this to you. So in spite of Nifty slowly bouncing back up, let me just go even further ahead. You can see that Nifty has bounced back up quite a lot. From the point it hit as stop loss, it has almost come around 40 points up. And in spite of that, our loss has reduced from 60,000 to 35,000 because of the adjustments which we have made. So you can see that currently I am at 15,650 PE. And this way I end up making shifts, and finally around 1 o'clock I come to a profitable position. So this way, as the market starts bouncing, I end up making shifts, and around 1:32 o'clock I come to a profitable position. So let's go ahead. So you can see that it's around 1:30 and I am slowly entering profits. And as I further move ahead in the trade, so from here on the market more or less consolidates, and you can see here right now I am at 15,750 as well as 15,700. So I further make one more shift towards 15,750 as discussed in the charts. So you can see here, as we further move ahead, I am at a 14,000 loss. In spite of market bouncing back so much, we have done quite well because we were at a loss of 65,000, and in case if we hadn't done the adjustment, it would be a huge loss because the market has bounced back completely. So let me go further ahead. We have started slowly shifting towards 15,750. We have 9,900 quantity here, 6,900 here and 3,000 here. So we have slowly started shifting towards 750 puts, and we have around 35,000 M to M. And here onwards it's just about theta decay. So let me just go ahead quickly and try to finish this off. So as you see, slowly the theta decay starts to work in our favor. We are at a profit of 80,000 now. And you can also observe that we have completely shifted to 750 short straddle with 9975 quantity on both the sides. And as we move towards 320, we end up booking everything. So you can see here we have already reached 1,16,000, and let me resume the video from here. It's 320 now, and around 322 we end up booking everything. So 323, and I press square off and everything gets squared off at a profit of somewhere close to 1,33,000. So you can see our net positions is 0, and we have squared off everything at a profit of 1,33,000. This is for Tuesday's trade. Now we'll be discussing about Wednesday's trade. Wednesday's trade was also primarily taken in Nifty itself, and we took around 930 somewhere over here. So we started with 700 puts as well as 750 calls. So we started with 700 puts and 750 calls, and the market bounced back soon and we made a shift. So why do we make a shift? Because the stop loss is not yet triggered and there is imbalance in premium. So if you have not watched the adjustment video, I urge you to watch the adjustment video because we have explained when exactly to do the adjustment. So when there is imbalance in premium, so we make the shift, and as the market bounced back, we shifted from 700 puts to 750 puts. So we are at a short straddle at 15,750. And more or less the market went up, consolidated throughout. Again, 1 o'clock trade, we ended up taking around 800 short straddle because we already had 750 short straddle. And this is the point when the market started cracking. So right over here, the market started cracking. So when the market started cracking, so we weren't comfortable holding the position here. So at this point, since the market had consolidated throughout the day, we had a profit of almost 80k. But once the market started cracking, so you might have seen in many videos of ours, so we will be at a profit, but suddenly we'll go to a huge loss and recover it the entire day. So today also something similar happened, but we controlled it quite a lot. So at this point, I felt, okay, it is no longer worth holding the position. Let's just come out of all the positions. So exited everything at a profit of 25k. So at this point, we exited everything at a profit of 25k. and we let the market fall how much ever it wants. So let the market go wherever it wants. So let it settle for a while and then we will take the new trade. So with this idea, we just let the market fall, settle, and as the market bounced back over here, we took the trade over here. So we started shorting 650 puts as well as 700 calls. So we started shorting this 650 puts and 700 calls, and we were at a positive 25k. And then what happened? Again, for our bad luck, the market started falling down. And when the market started falling down this way, so if I move this, the entire orientation changes. So let me just clear all the drawings. So when the market started falling again this way, from 25k, we went to a loss of 50k. And here is where the important role of your mindset plays, guys. So at 50k, I could have let my loss run. So if I had just let it run, it would have also gone for somewhere close to 2 lakh, 3 lakh. So I decided there is nothing to worry about losing 50k because I will get an opportunity to recover it sooner or later. So what I decided was, okay, if not today, it is fine. I don't have to recover it today also. Maybe say tomorrow or day after, I will definitely get a chance to recover it. So 50k was well within our losing limit, and I really wouldn't mind taking a loss of 50k. So I just booked everything at a negative 50k. And later I just let it be. So I was at 50k loss. So I don't have to take the trade immediately, right? So even here I booked somewhere over here and left it. I don't have to take the trade immediately. And even here, as soon as I booked somewhere over here, I just left it. I don't have to take the trade immediately. But when did I take the trade? I ended up taking the trade somewhere over here around 310. I was sure because the premiums had increased quite a lot. So when Nifty was trading over here at the money of BankNifty, so I am just telling about BankNifty. So at the money for BankNifty was around 170. Both puts and calls were trading around 170. And when this fall came, at the money option premium had increased to 210 and 210. And why did this happen? It is mainly because of IV. And I knew one thing for sure, that this premium one should get eroded away because it is due to increase in IV. Along with this, there will be some extra time premium which will also get eroded away. So I was sure of that. So around 310, I again re-entered my positions, and from negative 50k, we ended. So there was some brilliant theta decay which happened towards the end. From negative 50k, we bounced back to almost positive 80k. And I tried to book at positive 80k, but so you obviously have some trouble in execution in that too, especially when you're having huge quantities. So due to slippages, you finally ended with a profit of 50k. So that was the trade for Wednesday. And the important lesson what we can learn from this is not the adjustments, it is about the mindset. When you're not sure, do not take the trade. Just come out of all the positions, because if you have a calm mind, you can definitely do well later on. But if you end up pushing yourself to take trades which you are not comfortable with, or hold on to positions which you are not comfortable with, then you are going to face lot of issues. And that's the reason we get to learn two important things. So today, both cases we were in a loss. But what made a difference is not today. I mean to say we were in a loss yesterday as well as we were in a loss today. But we ended with profits. What made the difference? Yesterday it was all about adjustment. So I was in a comfortable position. I saw market consolidating and I adjusted. So what made the difference today? I exited on time. So you don't do the adjustment all the time. When you feel that the market is moving violently, you're uncomfortable holding it, exit it, because you're definitely going to get another chance to re-enter the positions and come out with profits. So these are the two important lessons what we get to learn from these two trades. So you can, as you can see here, both the ways you can make your loss trades go to profit. One by adjusting, two only if you enter the trades which you are comfortable with. So we'll quickly see the video and try to understand what exactly happened. So I'm going to go through the video quickly because we have already taken a lot of time in this video. So I started recording around 10:20. We had already around 35,000 profit, and you can see that I am currently at 15,750 puts as well as calls. and 800 also I have entered slightly, only 1500 quantity. And as we further move ahead in the trade, so I will move to a point where it starts to crack. So I'll just before it starts cracking, let me just move. So you can see here I have a profit of somewhere close to 80,000, right? So you can see as the market starts to crack somewhere over here, I am uncomfortable with this. So the moment Bank Nifty starts to break the levels of around 50 to 60 where it was finding support, I am now very uncomfortable, and what I decide to do is I decide to book all the legs. So I would be at a profit of 60,000. I wanted to book here, but unfortunately I come down to a profit of 25,000. So you can see at this point I have booked everything and I am at a profit of 20k. I again end up taking the trade around 140 when the market consolidates, bounces back, and this is when I again start taking the trade. So you can see here what I have done. I have basically shorted 15,700 calls, 15,650 and 700 puts. As I told you, even this trade goes terribly wrong, and we finally end up booking this at a loss of around 50k. It also goes to 70k and we finally end up booking it. So we have some hedge legs here, and these are the ones which we were yet to book. So we end up booking everything at a loss of somewhere close to 54k. And now I just let it be, and around 310 I re-enter the positions. So you can see here around 310. Now since I was pretty sure, I start to re-enter the position, and you can see that I have somewhere close to 19,800 quantity right over here. Bank Nifty or Nifty might consolidate, and it will give up all the time value as well as the Vega. So the Vega will drop and we'll be gaining some premiums. And you can see here, just follow the M to M. It's 314 now. So we come to 38k by 316. By 318 we come to positive. By 319 we go to 40,000 positive. By 320 we go to 60,000 positive, and we also go to 80,000. And by the time I book, everything gets booked, but unfortunately I dropped to 49,535, so which is around 50,000 rupees profit for Tuesday. So these two trading days actually made us happy, or we felt good about these two trading days because one, on Tuesday we made proper adjustments to make a loss making position come to profit, and on Wednesday we had right mindset to know when not to trade and come out of the position. Hope you got to learn something out of this, and if you are liking the content on this channel, please do hit the like button, share and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining.